So what is this big muscle here? Trapezius. Okay, so look where that goes. Okay, it's the base of the skull. It attaches all along the spine from the cervical all the way down to the thoracic. Okay, it comes over, it attaches along the spine of the scapula, and it actually curls around in the front a little bit too. And we'll see that more later. Let's see if we can see it now. Can you see how that curls around the front? You see that? Yeah. All right, so let's take, boom, gone. How about that? Here's that latissimus. Remember I was telling, I might have been telling this in one part of the lab, and now I had a patient years ago that had had a mastectomy 20 years before that. Back in the day when they really, honestly, butchered women. You know, I mean, they just really just removed tissue and didn't really pay attention to anything aesthetic or functional or anything else. And she had had radiation on top of that, which is, you know, it's important. It's an important treatment, but it does a lot of tissue damage. So 20 years after her mastectomy, she actually developed an infection in her ribs right here in the front. And so 2 of her ribs, they had to take out a section of rib, which left her thoracic cavity vulnerable. There was a hole there, okay? So what the doctor did was to detach latissimus, because where latissimus goes, okay, here's pectoralis major, so I'm going to take that off, I think. Go away, go away, go away, there you go. Okay, here's deltoid, so I'm going to pull that out too. Okay, so, and I don't know if we can actually see it on this guy, but that, basically, latissimus curves around, so it comes around and attaches like right here. So they detached it and stretched it around to cover that hole. So when she came to me, she was having shoulder problems and she was having low back problems. She had already been to the surgeon and he couldn't understand because my patients never get that. Well, she was just the first one that went back to him. And I'm like, dude, really? I mean, look at this. Here's latissimus. It's a low back muscle, but it comes up and has a very specific function in the shoulders. Okay. Plus, he had really stretched it to bring it around here. So why wouldn't she have low back problems?
Right.
Okay. So that's why